Good afternoon and welcome to MJC. The Pirates dressed in black, ready to take on the top-ranked team in the state. It's a battle of top 10 teams here in Modesto as the Bulldogs will take on MJC coming up next on NorCal Sports TV.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I could get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
If you're a high schooler and you want to come to MJC, you can expect great coaches, a great counselor, and great student success specialists to help you along the way. We're there from start to finish. Even when you go to transfer, we even assist you after transfer.
The philosophy of our program is we're a student transfer program, so our job is to get the students in and get them out. We want the parents to know exactly what's going on and what we're trying to do from an academic to an athletic standpoint.
We always end up winning, we always being productive, we're always at the end. And the results of MJC and all the athletics are second to none. From what we start with to what we end with are not the same students. They come here and they get faster, or they get stronger, or they're a better player or a better teammate or whatever it is. They all succeed.
Always had dreams about playing college ball, and ending senior year without any offers to play big D1 ball, kind of heartbreaker. But I ended up grinding it out, hit the gym, made it happen, went to MJC, and got it done. I am signing with the Colorado University, go Buffaloes, got a full ride scholarship.
As long as you're ready to work, like Mustafa and all the other successful students we've had, all of the resources are there for you.
MJC has made me realize I can do anything with all the hard work I can put into it.
Welcome to MJC for the Pirates and the Bulldogs, a couple top-ranked teams in the state, and we are underway. Caleb Ojeda will kick this one to Alonzo Jackson inside the 5, now runs it out past the 20 to the 25, 26-yard line is where the Pirates will start their opening possession. Mario Ramos along with Levi Flores. Should be a fun matchup. Again, we mentioned two top-ranked teams. MJC coming in at number 8. The defending state champion, CSM, coming in ranked number 1. Should be loads of fun here.
Of course, College of San Mateo being the number 1 team, but just looking at them out on the field, you have San Mateo in white, Modesto in black, and it looks like an all-star game. That's basically what it is. The skills that these players possess, they should be wearing, just the complete opposite colors. It's going to be an all-star matchup that we see today.
Pirates with the white helmets, the M on the side. First play of the game is going to be a quarterback keeper. Weaver keeps it on the option, takes it out past the 30. About the 32, pick up a 4 on first down for MJC.
That was Weaver's 19th rush of the season for 87 total yards. He's actually the third farthest ball carrier for the team, right behind Jackson and Cullen.
There's a second down carry to Cologne. He takes it out past the 35. Pirates trying to work quickly on top of the ball. Here's 3rd and 2. Weaver in the pistol. Going to put this one up in the air, in the slot. Stout able to make a nice catch right out by the numbers, out past the 40 into CSM territory. Big time play by Stout in the slot, able to come up with a 3rd down reception to keep the chains moving.
And Modesto right now just trying to shock San Mateo, move that ball surely but slowly. And right now that big pass on 3rd and 2, well, it definitely shocked the defense.
Stout in motion on first down. The give is up the middle to Cologne, and he has a gain of 2 on first down. We'll bring up 2nd down and 8. MJC again quickly on top of the ball. Weaver with Cologne to his right. 4 receivers, and the give is to Cologne. Tries the left side of the line. He's hit hard as he's made his way down. Malini Tia with the hit, but Cologne picks up a good gain to make it 3rd and 2. And a nice down and distance for Coach Stivers and his MJC Pirates. Last week we saw them in their all grays. This week all black. Here's the give to Cologne. Coming off left tackle. He's able to turn the corner. Has some space out past the 20. Pirates in the red zone, 1st and 10, MJC.
Bulldogs read that play perfectly. They busted the right side of the line, which is exactly where Cologne went, but unfortunately they just missed the tackle. Barely got the shoestring on there, but was able to stay upright and get that first down. And now Modesto inside the red zone.
Tight end in the backfield, Stout in motion. Bronson leads the way for Cologne. Did a good play defensively by Nico. I don't think that's Nico Caruso. He's listed as a wide receiver. Saw number 10 make the play for CSM. If that is Nico, that was a nice play. I'm sorry, that was 19. So, Odera Okaka with the tackle. As Weaver looks over to the sideline, gets the play call from Coach Stivers. And on 2nd and 10, he's going to get it up in the air, looking for his receiver, and he's got England in the end zone. Touchdown, MJC. What a strike there from Weaver to England. 16 yards, and the Pirates are on the board.
Bronson England, the sophomore wide receiver, his 12th reception of the year, finding the end zone for the 3rd time.
Touchdown catches in each of the first 3 games for the Pirates. And the kick up and good for Zambrano. And that will be 7-0 for MJC. Punch it in on their opening possession. Pirates lead the Bulldogs 7-0 on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
Pirates get the opening kickoff and punch it in on their opening possession. The 16-yard touchdown pass from Weaver to England. 9 plays in 2 minutes and 38 seconds for the Pirates to take a 7-0 lead. And here's a kickoff for Patterson. And Patterson takes it out past the 25, and now the mosh pit is being pushed backwards. Pirates came out of it with the ball, but we had a whistle blown before that. So San Mateo will take over at the 28-yard line. And they come out with quarterback Anthony Grigsby, and this offense has been able to steady the ship for this San Mateo defense. It's absolutely loaded. Perfect complement here on the offensive side with all the playmakers the Bulldogs have.
For Modesto, you can't assume it's going to be that easy every time they get the ball. They had 2 third-down opportunities. They capitalized on both, but right now it's time for the defense to make their mark in this game.
3 down linemen for MJC on first down. Grigsby checks at the line. It looked like he had some movement up front. No flag. Grigsby now can be rushed out of the pocket, being pressured. Gives this one's got a man behind the defense. Now one's going to be complete into Pirate territory. Fidel Pitts with the reception. Looked like a little bit of a busted coverage there on first down for the Pirates.
That's exactly what it was. Defensive breakdown. You have 2 parts of the defense. You have the line and then you have the secondary. And there, when the quarterback is scrambling out and the defensive line is getting there, the secondary usually slows up, tries to get back just in case there's a fumble or anything else. But it got broken down. Quarterback was able to escape and then find the open receiver.
Manara in on the pressure, unable to get to Grigsby. Now here's a carry on first down as the flag flies in the holding zone. A first down carry for Julius Tikoisuva. Let's see if that one's coming back. offense, number 64. 10 yards from the previous spot. Down 30%. So holding's the call on Soa Takifanga. The freshman offensive lineman is going to back up the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 20 following the penalty, and I'll push them back into CSM territory at the 47.
And the defense has to be ready. Usually when you go further on a defensive penalty, it's 1st and 5, you take a shot. But 1st and 20, it's a long way to go in just 3 plays, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try some trickery here.
Single back play action, pressure up the middle, and they get it out to the tight end in the flat. He's able to pick up about a yard or so. Not much doing on that one, especially with 1st and 20. The Pirates are content with giving that up. It's Corey Leao Pepe with the reception for CSM.
And the Modesto defense is doing exactly what they need to do. They're pushing the line when San Mateo is passing. They're getting back there. They're applying that pressure. And there, even though the pass was caught, it wasn't the best of passes. It was a little bit high. He had to reel it in, which gave him less time to move the ball upfield. So if Modesto can keep doing that, they're going to be in great territory.
On 2nd, 18, looking over the middle. Nice pass and completion. Fidel Pitts running up the seam, and that was an absolutely pinpoint accurate pass there from Grigsby. Put that on a dime.
Only his 4th reception of the year. He has 30 yards, and adding that one's going to be quite a bit more. But the reception in and of itself, reaching over the defensive back, not really being able to see the ball, and still holding on to that fantastic grab by the sophomore receiver.
33-yard pass play sets up a fresh set of downs. Here's the carry-off right tackle. And good job of breaking the initial tackle by Tico Suva. And got a 1st down gain for CSM. And that's going to make it 1st and goal for the Bulldogs, who are trying to answer that opening drive that the Pirates had that looked pretty impressive. CSM able to overcome that holding penalty. And now they're in the red zone. 1st and goal from the 7.
And I think this is going to be the hardest part of the game for San Mateo, because they actually have a back of the field now. You can't throw it long distance because there's the back of the end zone. You can't go past that point. And here the Modesto defense has held everything short, but if that run game is able to punch it in, I think that's their best opportunity.
On 1st down, Tico Suva runs it for 2 yards, brings up 2nd and goal. CSM with a couple of tight ends to the right of the formation, 2 receivers to the left, and Patterson and LaVille, who's in motion now, slot left. They give it to Tico Suva, trying to ram his way up the middle, across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So 5-yard touchdown run from Tico Suva has the Bulldogs an extra point away from tying it up.
San Mateo taking just about the same amount of time it took Modesto to score, and I think this is going to be a high-scoring game just from these opening 2. The 2 offenses from these teams alone, Modesto is ranked 2nd in total offense. San Mateo right now is ranked 13th, but they're still not too many yards away.
Ojeda out for the extra point. And that one splits the uprights, and it's good. So each team taking the opening possession and punching it into the end zone. We're knotted up at 7. Pirates get the ball back when we come back on NorCal Sports TV. Ojeda set to kick this one deep following the Bulldogs' opening possession. Here's Jackson running up on it and taking it out past the 25. And he'll be brought down just about where they started their first drive. Actually tackled in about the same position. Maybe a little strategy there by CSM. Try to corner the Pirates. This time they'll start at the 29 as opposed to the 28. With 9:09 left to play here in the first quarter. Weaver back out there in the gun with Cologne to his right. England tight to the right on the formation. Brings Stout in motion, give it to him on a jet sweep. He cuts it up the field. Out near the 35-yard line, runs into a quartet of Bulldogs. We're able to slow his momentum out past the 35. Good gain on first down, brings up 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, the snap is low and kick forward. Ball's loose, and looks like the Bulldogs have jumped on top of it, and they got it. So the low snap hit the leg of Weaver, and then Cologne kicked it forward and then bounced into the line, kind of ricocheted off a few bodies. The Bulldogs able to jump on top of it.
Unfortunate turn of events for the Pirates there. Now it's the defense's turn. You go out there. Do you pick up the slack, or do you just keep doing what you're doing? Well, San Mateo scored on their last drive, but the defense still held up. They pushed him back. There was a few penalty flags, and it just in the end, San Mateo got into that end zone. So now it's just tweaking your defense in order to not allow some of those big plays to happen.
Bulldogs take over in the Pirate territory. It's at the 33-yard line. 4 receivers. They get it to the slot right. And it's Pitts who kind of bobbled it, but was able to hang on to it. Took a hit from Faison Allen to bring him down, but not after he picks up a first down for San Mateo. Moves it up to the 22, pickup of 11 on first down. Tikoi Suva in the backfield with Grigsby in the pistol. Signals to his receivers who relay the signs, and we have some pre-snap movement. And CSM walking backwards.
False start. Number 53. 5 yards. So first down.
Some movement up the middle. A lot of youth on the CSM offensive line. Second penalty of the game for the Bulldogs. Three by one receiver set for Grigsby. On 1st and 15, Tikoi Suva trying to the left side. Good pursuit by the Pirate defense. Manara is able to drag him down right about the 25-yard line.
San Mateo, right now, it's the second penalty that they've moved backwards on the field, but we know what happened last time. Just within 2 strikes, they were able to get that first down and push the ball even closer towards the end zone. And there it looked like it was a broken play as soon as the handoff occurred, and he tried cutting upfield. There was a pack of black jerseys there, but still was able to gain a few yards, and that's what scares me about the Modesto defense if they allow that to happen every time.
Grigsby looking to the left and pass in and out of the hands of his receiver. Good coverage out there defensively by Elijah Washington. Pass was intended for Anthony Freeman, freshman receiver from CSM. We mentioned the defending state champs, right? It's also a blessing and a curse, right? You obviously, that's why you play to win the game, but with all that notoriety and winning all those games, you're going to have people looking at your squad, and you're going to have to replenish the cupboard, if you will.
And every single team in the state wants to defeat the defending champs to say that they did it. Whether they have a bad season the next year or whatever it is, they played their first game at Sierra, and they won 37-34, in which Sierra was just that close to taking down the state champs.
Deep down the left sideline, Terrence LaVille makes the catch and takes the hit. You had Faison Allen and Elijah Washington both converging on him. Again, Grigsby with an accurate pass, put that where only his receiver could make a play, and LaVille able to come down with it and set up 1st and goal for CSM on the 23-yard pass play.
Looking at that game against Sierra, 37-34, just a field goal separated the two teams. And then last week, San Mateo was able to play at home for the first time in the season. They took a 49-21 victory against College of Sequoias. That's another big win for them.
First and goal, Tikoi Suva gets it. Tries to go up the right side. Ball is out, and MJC has picked it up. Teams trade opening possession touchdowns. Second possession, they trade fumbles. This time, Tamir Bullock with the recovery. MJC with the turnover. The Bulldogs knocking on the doorstep, looking to punch it in. Tikoi Suva trying to run it up the middle towards the right side and just couldn't hang on to the football. Great play by the Pirate defense.
It looks like it's undisputed by the officials. They said that ball came way out before he was even close to being down. That's automatically Modesto Junior College football. And now they have the length of the field to go, and it's back to that Modesto offense to see if it goes to the air game, the run game, but have to avoid those bad snaps because the one time it happened resulted in that turnover.
90 yards to pay dirt as they begin this possession at the 10-yard line. Weaver brings Stout in motion, but he gives it to Cologne up the gut. And Cologne, again with the solid first down carry, picks up 5. And we have a MJC offensive lineman down on the ground. So the training staff will head out there to check on him. We'll take a quick word from our sponsors and be back on NorCal Sports TV.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
Jackson Betts being helped off the field by a couple of his teammates. We have 2nd down and 5 as we return to action here for the Pirates. 2 receivers to the right now. Stout comes across. Again, a dangerous snap right in front of some bodies. And I believe it's Cologne. No, it's Jackson. Nope, that was Cologne. That was correct. Cologne picks up a couple. Makes it about 3rd and 4 here from the 15-yard line. So Pirates able to come up with a turnover as San Mateo had it at the 2. Now looking to keep this drive going on 3rd down as they set the defense. Now check over for the play call. Everyone gets set again. Here comes Stout. High snap this time. Weaver keeps it himself. Nice pass play out in the flat. Able to make the completion to Easterwood, who has the 1st down and some more out past the 35-yard line to the 37. And 1st down, MJC.
You know it's a well-executed play-action pass when even you up in the booth can't see that he didn't hand the ball off. Very well executed by the MJC offense.
Weaver pump fakes left. Looking deep down the field to Easterwood on the other side. Out about the 20-yard line, just can't make the completion. just overshot his receiver, Easterwood. Thought he beat the DBs, letting them know out there. Having a friendly conversation on a Saturday afternoon here on the campus of MJC.
It's better to slightly overthrow your receiver than underthrow them, because as soon as that defensive back realizes that ball is underthrown, they can slip right underneath, get an interception. So trying to lead that receiver is a good idea, but just make sure you hit that target next time, because that could easily be either a touchdown or just that much of a gain to get you into field goal territory.
Weaver hits Stout in the slot, running a slant right near the sticks. Going to be, I don't know, the officials now. He's kind of angled in. He stopped just shy of it and then took an angle right across the marker and says it's good enough for a first down. So nice pitch and catch there from Weaver to Stout for the first down. And on first down, it's Cologne. He picks up about 3 yards. Be second down and 7 for MJC. Second straight home game for the Pirates, picking up the 51-41 victory last week against Santa Rosa. And here's the pitch on the option. Weaver, nice block from England for Cologne, who takes the carry inside Bulldog territory to the 45-yard line.
Last week against Santa Rosa, Mario, I know you were here with Jeremy Hurtado, and I was out in the Bay Area at Chabot College. We would constantly check in with the score. Modesto was up 21-0 in the first few minutes of the game. We checked in 5 minutes later. The score was 21-21. We didn't know what happened, but it kept going back and forth. And looking at this today, this Modesto team, it just doesn't seem like they'd give up that type of lead in a game like this that matters the most.
Cologne unable to pick up first down on that 3rd and 3. Actually lost about a yard. And so that was 3rd and 2, so now it brings up 4th and 3. And Weaver's going to punt it with nobody in the backfield. This one is going to bounce at the 20 and kind of takes a non-committal bounce there and drops down at the 18-yard line. So MJC forced to punt, but able to flip the field position. Again, the Bulldogs had it at the 2 and fumbled it on their last possession. MJC able to pick up 2 first downs on that one, on that possession there. And now give it back to CSM with 3:28 left to play here in the first quarter. Along with Levi Flores, I'm Mario Ramos. We have our producer, Joseph Yanez, our cameraman, Avery Townsell, and Aramis Yanez helping us out here on NorCal Sports TV as Grigsby puts it in the belly of another back. That's Nate Sanchez. He's getting some carries here for CSM on this possession. Sanchez takes it back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down and 10.
I haven't seen a lot of footage from San Mateo throughout the first few games, but it looks like their best options are short passes or when they have to scramble out and make something happen down the field. Right now, everything that San Mateo is bringing, whether it's a run play or a design medium to long pass, nothing is quite working. So they might have to transition into something a little bit different on the offensive side.
Grigsby sets up the screen for his running back Sanchez. Sanchez still on the move. Sanchez able to escape that leg tackle. Still running. He's out past the 35-yard line into MJC territory. Big time play there for CSM on second down and 10.
Just like I said, short passes are the way to go for College of San Mateo. They did just that. They allowed the defensive line to come right through, and that set up the very, very large gain for the Bulldogs.
50 yards on that pass play from Grigsby to Sanchez, who's going to take a breather, catch his breath on the sideline. And it'll be Tikoi Suva back in the backfield with Grigsby. And again, it looked like some movement up front, but Bulldogs able to get the snap off. Tikoi Suva inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. Second, about a long 6. Mentioned the Bulldogs, the defending state champs, on their way to the championship. They knocked off the Pirates in the state playoffs. CSM defeating MJC 30-0. And so now meeting again here in Modesto is Grigsby under pressure. He throws off his back foot and throws that one near the first down marker. Not sure if that was intended for anybody. He was able to get the incompletion and move on to third down. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And this looks exactly how Modesto's drive went just prior to this. Modesto marched down the field just past midfield. Of course, San Mateo in a little better field position, but then they got stopped on a 3rd and long and couldn't do anything from there. So right now, San Mateo doesn't get this. It looks like we're just flip-flopping the plays throughout the entire game.
Oh, some movement in the backfield as the running backs have been leaning into these, and Sanchez that time couldn't quite time it. And so the penalty will back up San Mateo, the 3rd penalty of the quarter for CSM.
And the Bulldogs are going to bring out a few wide receiver options, so I just happen to believe that on 3rd and 11 you have to pass to begin with, but now bringing out your entire wide receiver core, there's so many options out there. The defensive backs have to be on their A game in order to stop this play.
Sanchez in the backfield, 4 receivers for Grigsby on 3rd and 11. And the give is to Sanchez. And so maybe just trying to buy a little more field position for the kicking game, or perhaps it's 4-down territory considering where they're at on the field, and it looks like that's what they're going to do, is keep the offense out there. So they're just trying to make this 4th down a little easier to convert as they make it 3rd and 7. So they were at 3rd and 6 before the penalty, able to get 4 of those penalty yards back. And it should be 4th down. The marker over there still says 3rd, but it is 4th down. And now they're going to fix that. Now the officials are going to discuss this first to make sure that they're all on the same page.
It looked like a well-designed play when it began for San Mateo. You have the one man in the backfield beside the quarterback Grigsby, but in most of those occasions, you'll push into the line and have some extra protection just in case there's a quarterback spy trying to blitz that line, and that's when the running back can pick him up, buy some more time for the quarterback to throw. But instead, they went with that run game. It did get him some decent yardage, but just not enough to get that close to the 1st down marker. So now having 4th and 6, you're in a little bit of a tough spot because you are so far away from that end zone. Is it a pass play? Is it a run play? Do you go for the end zone? I mean, there's so many options now that the defense has to be ready for, but most of those secondary players are going to line up at or just past that 1st down marker to try to make the stop.
4th down and 7. Number 7 in white rolling out of the pocket, being chased. Now throws it into the end zone, and that one is picked off by Modesto. Intercepted by Elmore Wartson. The 6'4 DB comes up with the pick. CSM turning the ball over for the 2nd straight possession. And Grigsby trying to make something of it there on 4th down, just tossing it up in the end zone, see if a receiver could come down with it. Fortunately, that receiver was wearing all black. That was Elmore Wartson.
And the defense did the fantastic job of staying in the secondary, keeping themselves on the receivers, and not going along with the broken play, trying to take down the quarterback. They stayed out there, and that's what resulted into the interception. So great job by the MJC defense.
Pirates take over at the 20-yard line following the touchback on the interception. Here's Stout trying to make a man miss. If the first man holds him up long enough for a pack of Bulldogs to bring him down. And he does gain about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 10. We'll see if the Pirates want to run another play. They can run it down and flip the field. We'll see what Coach Stivers decides to do. Looks like they're not in a hurry. So pretty good first quarter so far. Teams trading haymakers on their opening drives and then kind of stumbling a little bit the rest of the way. A couple fumbles. MJC forced a punt. They come back and pick off the Bulldogs. Now have it 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line when we return to start the 2nd quarter on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. a tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
How we doing there? What do we got? Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Pirate football. I want to thank our sponsors, MJC Athletics, American Asphalt, McHenry Village, Jolly Washer Express, and NorCal Sports TV's Summer Basketball Camp for allowing us to bring you coverage of Pirate football on NorCal Sports TV and YouTube.com/NorCal Sports TV. We'd appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. Just over 15,000 subscribers. Let's keep it going. 20K, huh? What do you say?
How about 100?
Nope, I'm down.
We got to do that in a month.
I'm down in a month. Got to get on it. Here's 2nd and 10. Pirates try to get on it following the interception. And they get a first down as England is able to catch that one and scoot across the first down marker. Takes it to the 31. First down, MJC.
More junior college football on NorCal Sports TV right now. Butte at City College of San Francisco. Butte is leading San Francisco 9-0 there. You can join Chris Babcock at any time, but make sure you stay with us right here in Modesto.
Weaver on first down, keeps it himself. Takes a shot, but picks up a few yards. Takes it to the 34. And the Pirates will probably go back and check that out on the replay after they watch this one, of course. They take on Butte next week up in Oroville. As Weaver, another high snap. They try to get the quick screen out to Easterwood. If that one was read by the Bulldogs. And a little extra after the whistle. And we're going to move it on to 3rd down and 8 for MJC.
It was a bubble screen designed for the receiver to cut around the extra help, in which Alonzo Jackson just missed his target. He was supposed to block a little extra. He let the guy go right by, and that's what led to the loss of a yard. So Modesto has to make sure that if they're going to run some of those plays, that the offensive players are make sure they're guarding the exact players that they're supposed to be.
Weaver gets it out to England, wide open, tries to leap over a defender, and still on his feet. Now brought down, but he's got enough yards for MJC to pick up another first down. So 2nd time on this drive, they dialed up Agent Zero, and he's able to move the chains for MJC.
And in that scenario, coaches never want to see you try to hurdle any other player unless it's a life or death scenario. If you're trying to win the Super Bowl and you're 2 yards away, sure, go for it. That's exactly what you need. But you already had the first down. Don't take the risk of getting yourself hurt. You already got there. Just go down to the ground. You don't need to fight for more. It's only a tie game.
I don't know if Coach knows that you got a vertical like Bronson England, though. So here's Stout again, trying to run out of the slot. A little bit of a kind of a wheel route. Just taking it out towards the sideline, out past the numbers. They connected on that first possession. Did Weaver and Stout unable to make the completion on first down. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 43.
We heard the oohs and ahs from the crowd because that was an absolute dart thrown by Weaver. He could not have placed that better. If Stout had his eyes closed, that was still going to hit his hands. He just couldn't clamp onto it because of the sun.
Weaver getting the play call from Coach Stivers. He's got a few hand signals he's going through with his offense. Now Weaver steps up in the pocket, hits England on a little crossing route. And a solid gain on 2nd down. Just going to bring up 3rd and about 4 for MJC. He's picked up 2 first downs on this drive. And just shy of the 50-yard line, they're looking at a 3rd and 4.
Defensive back Matthew White for San Mateo looked like he was a little confused on the play, which allowed MJC to move that ball forward. He was supposed to spy on that man cutting across, but moved back off of him. And now MJC has a great chance at a first down.
They got the first down and a lot more as Stout comes out of it in the flat. Nice play action. Froze the defense enough to let Stout sneak out of the backfield. And he's got the first down for MJC. Now into San Mateo territory. drive that started at their 20, I beg your pardon. They're looking to go 80 yards. Started out there 20 following the interception. Continues with Cologne carrying it on first down. And that's a solid gain. Be 2nd down and 5 for MJC.
That may have been the best running play we've seen through the game so far. A lot of the running plays haven't resulted in anything large, maybe 3 yards, 4 at the most, but they're gaining 5 yards. That is the best running play, not only for MJC, but out of both teams.
Now a change at quarterback. A wholesale change in the backfield as Cruz Marines comes in to the game with Jackson in the backfield. Marines design quarterback run, and he was tripped up. He had a hole there, and now one of his linemen falls on top of him. So following a nice pickup there by Marines, it's going to be 3rd and maybe, 2. Looks like the chain guy was trying to get set. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 with Marines still in the backfield. We've seen a little bit of trickery with Marines in the game. Trickery kind of in this sense with a lot of designed quarterback runs. He's still on his feet trying to spin out of some tackles, looking like the Tasmanian Devil. And he's near the sticks. I think he's going to be just shy. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to keep him out there. They're trying to work quickly. They got about 4th and inches as Stout comes across in motion. Snap gets to Marines. He runs into the pile, and the pile was behind the line of scrimmage, and the Pirates turn it over on downs.
4-man rush for San Mateo, pushes the line. An extra linebacker got through and took him down there just shy of the yard to gain. Unfortunate there for Modesto Junior College, especially because the previous plays before that did so much for them. But then the 3rd down play, 4th down play just couldn't go anywhere.
That was the 12th play of the drive that stalls out at the 30-yard line where the Bulldogs take over. 10:48 here in the 2nd. Grigsby following the interception back out there under center. Brings a man in motion into the slot and was looking for his running back on the right side, and he ended up being on the left side. And that confusion might have slowed down the play just enough for Rascone and Christian Ray to be able to break it up in the backfield. The twin TFL right there for both those defensive players from MJC. As they lose a yard, does San Mateo, brings up 2nd and 11. Two down linemen for MJC showing pressure with Ray and Rascone standing up, now bringing more pressure. And that pressure forced the Bulldogs to move up front, I believe. He had Faison Allen also showing blitz from his defensive back position. So another penalty for San Mateo will back them up, make it 2nd and 16. And this is when Coach Abbasi likes to get into that blitz package. Mo Blitzo, able to dial up some creative schemes.
Just remember, though, the Bulldogs, they've gotten a lot of broken plays going all the way down and getting more than a 1st down, so the Bulldogs might have some good opportunities here.
Play action. Grigsby looking over the middle, and that one in and out of the hands of Jeremiah Patterson. Sophomore trying to stretch out for it near the 45-yard line in MJC territory. And Grigsby had a couple of Pirates up in his face and may have just distracted him enough to kind of adjust that pass just ever so slightly.
It's exactly what I expected. They went down the field into the secondary. There's not a lot of extra options back there for second help, and he just found the exact open receiver, just couldn't reel it in.
3rd and 16 for San Mateo, pressure, and the Pirates get to him. Christian Ray with the sack.
10th sack of the season for MJC. They are 3rd in the state for sacks, and bringing that one down makes it 4th in a plane ride.
Christian Ray bringing down the quarterback. He had a couple of sacks last week against Santa Rosa and picking up where he left off. 3rd and 16. Passing situation. Defensive coordinator Eddie Abbasi dialing up the blitz off the blind side. And they're able to bring down Grigsby for the first time. They pressured him pretty consistently, but this time They got the sack to show for it. And CSM sets up a wedge there for the punt. And the fair catch called for by Stout at about the 44-yard line. MJC will take over there with 9 minutes left to play here in the second quarter.
Fantastic punt by San Mateo, but it still gives Modesto great field position. 56 yards to go until that end zone. They don't have any pressure in the backfield. They can just methodically move that ball forward. They have 9 minutes until the half. I mean, this is just perfect timing for MJC. A lot of possessions, specifically at this point in the field. It'll take about 5 minutes of gameplay to get them there, and that's what I expect MJC to do. Take your time.
Here's Weaver on the keeper, stood up by a bunch of Bulldogs at the 45-yard line. Picks up a yard on first down. Pirates with all 3 timeouts. Bulldogs with all 3 timeouts. And we've seen this NASCAR offense of Coach Stivers be able to kick it into high gear. And it's not just necessarily about going fast. He wants to be able to control the pace. Usually after that first down, then they start to increase the speed. The Pirates looking to do that here on this possession. Following the punt, they have it 2nd and 9 from the 45. Give it to Cologne, shuffles his steps, bounces it out to the left, out near midfield. There is a flag in the backfield, and the Pirate linemen are looking sheepish out there like it might be on them. The first MJC penalty is a hold. It's going to back them up to the 35-yard line and negate the solid gain there from Cologne.
Now we have to see how Modesto reacts to this. San Mateo has done a great job reacting to the penalties against him, but MJC has to do the same.
Weaver dropping back, looking right, looking for England. He's got it near the sideline, stays in bound near the marker, but not the marker. It'd give him a first down. It's the original line of scrimmage. He's just shy of that. It's going to be 3rd and 11 for MJC.
I'd pay attention to the matchups at the bottom of the screen, the open side of the field. If Weaver decides to go that way, it's going to be a dirty outlook for the defense. Those receivers for Modesto Junior College are fast, they're shifty, and I think that's the option to go. Bottom of the screen.
Easterwood and Stout matched up in man coverage. Weaver looking that way. Now comes across the middle. He's got England. Jumps and makes the catch down at about the 40-yard line. And Bronson England, another big first down catch for Modesto.
He was looking to that left side, but the defensive backs had him covered all the way down the field. It was a great way to stay easy, stay in the pocket, and execute the play for the first.
Now the Pirates trying to work quickly. They give it to Cologne on first down, but that defensive line has been stout for San Mateo. It has not cracked. So the Pirates are going to continue to test. Soone Kolokikafakisi. And I am so sorry, Soone, if I missed that one. That's a nice play he's making there up the middle, anchoring that 3-man defensive line for San Mateo. This time to get it out quickly to Cologne. Weaver does to his running back out of the backfield, who backs his way out past the 30-yard line to the about 28. That's another MJC first down.
Modesto Junior College, when they started this drive, I said they have to take their time, they have to be slow, they have to be methodical. They had that penalty, they had some bigger plays, 10-yard gains, 11-yard gains, but now this is the exact time to continue to take your time. You're about 3 minutes into the drive, and you want to get into the end zone with the least amount of time possible before the half. That forces San Mateo to struggle coming back out onto the field offensively, because that way you have a chance to either force a fumble, pick an interception, and get the ball back for another option at the end zone.
Cologne with the carry, busts out of the pile in the middle, out near the 20-yard line. It's going to set the Pirates up with a nice second down. Pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. And we have some pre-snap movement from MJC. We got a false start. going to back up the Pirates 5 yards.
Pirates snap. False start. Offense, number 32. 5-yard penalty.
So back them up and make it 2nd down and 9. Cologne to the left of Weaver, barks some signals, now looks over to Coach Stivers. 4 receivers with Bronson Burrow, the tight end, to slot left. And again, you got some pre-snap movement from MJC. It's going to cost them another 5.
Last time MJC had that holding call that brought them back 10 yards, they reacted well. They had 2 plays into the first down, and they were able to keep the ball moving into their possession. But now having 2 false starts in a row, it's still 2nd down. No need to get your head into a twist. Just continue to play this game. You can get 14 yards in 2 plays. It's not that big of a deal. You just have to make the right moves.
On 2nd and 14, Weaver gets it out quickly to England, trying to make the defender miss, stiff arm, and that guy was not going to let go. Good defensive play out there on an island. I believe that was 23, Willie Clifton. Did a good job of wrapping up Bronson England. If he doesn't, England's able to scoop past the marker for another 1st down. Instead, it's 3rd down and 6 from the 33.
Looks like he stepped out of bounds initially on the initial hit and not when he was able to move forward. But it looks like we may have another false start, so that'll be negating 5 extra yards.
False start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
The Pirates trying to overcome 15 yards of penalty here in this possession right here in this set of downs. And Coach Stivers not liking what he sees, wants to talk it over with his offense. As we got 3rd and 10 when we come back on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to the East Campus of Modesto Junior College out here on the corner of Tully and Coldwell, as opposed to the West Campus, which is out there on Blue Gum. It's a nice campus as well. But here we are at the East Campus, tied up at 7. Following the 3rd false start penalty of this possession for MJC, it's 3rd down and 10 as they motion Cologne out of the backfield. Now Weaver rolls and looking to keep it himself, trying to pick up a block, and he's going to be shy of the 1st down. He needed to get to the 19, and he only got to about the 25.
Remember, Modesto Junior College started this drive at the 48-yard line of their own side of the field, and this is about the time I expected them to find the end zone, but they've only made it halfway there.
4th down, Pirates going to go for it. Weaver looking over the middle, hits Stout on the crossing route. Stout breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, and out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Joey Stout, a big-time play just to get the 1st down, then breaks a couple of tackles and couldn't quite stay in bounds. Otherwise, he would have been able to get himself into the end zone, but he sets up MJC with the 1st and goal from the 10.
This is the time when football players wish you played on a soccer field just so you had that little extra space on the sideline, because he still never went down, and he's looking to find that end zone.
And the 10th play of the drive will have to wait after this timeout. Bulldogs will take it. They're backed up. Pirates on the move on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
Back with Levi Flores. I'm Mario Ramos on NorCal Sports TV. We also have Aramis Yanez and Avery Townsell on cameras. And the producer making it all happen. It's like the Wizard of Oz back here. It's Joseph Yanez on the ones and twos here on NorCal Sports TV. Pirates picked up a big fourth down play on the completion to Stout. Has them set up first and goal as play action. Weaver looking to get it to the corner for Bronson England. And you had kind of two guys in that area, in Burrow and England. And England not able to come up with that one. So we'll bring up second down and goal.
That's the play you see at all levels of the game. It's just a bootleg out around the outside. You have two players going to the corner. In the NFL, you see it a lot of the times on fake field goals. They'll pick it up with the setter, they'll wrap it around, and then they'll throw it into that end zone just because it's a nice, easy loft. The defense is trying to come to you instead of go to the receivers, so you just loft it up into that corner, and usually it's pretty easy, but just a mismatch of power, unable to complete it.
Cologne on second and goal takes it to about the 6-7 yard line. We'll bring up third down and goal, and you wonder if this is two-down territory for MJC. We saw they had a few struggles in the kicking game on extra points. This would be right around that extra point area here for the Pirates.
So third. MJC 2 for 2 from field goals and only 7 of 10 for extra points on the season.
On 3rd and 7, we got a whistle.
Let's delay a game. Took too long.
Pirates are going to cost themselves 5 yards.
And this is not the time to do so. It's 3rd and goal. You're as close as you can get, and you can't pick up a first down now. So now it's end zone or nothing.
It's a 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line for MJC, who have Stout and England wide to the right. Easterwood tight to the left. They bring Stout across the formation. Weaver looking to England on the slant pattern. Got him in the end zone. It's 6 for the Pirates. Touchdown MJC.
Perfect design by Coach Stivers. They bring out 2 receivers on the right side of the quarterback. They bring one over in motion to take the secondary away, set up a one-on-one, and then that slant route into the end zone. Nobody was there to help. In the end zone, they go. Touchdown, Modesto.
Got a great angle up here from the press box, and you can see Weaver just dropped that right over the linebacker, right in front of the DB. A dime for the touchdown. Zambrano's extra point is up and in for the Pirates, who take the 14-7 lead here on NorCal Sports TV. Fernando Navarra set to kick off. Navarra handling kickoff duties. Zambrano handling extra points. And so the kickoff from Navarra, fielded it around the 15-yard line by Patterson, who's still on his feet. And now he takes a big shot out past the 35-yard line. And yeah, flex
this week
on it
on
there.
Saturday Night SmackDown. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left for San Mateo in the half. This is the perfect time for you to go out onto the field starting a drive. Everyone practices the 2-minute drill. You get down the field in 2 minutes, targeting the sidelines, targeting the end zone, just whatever the plays may be. But with the 39 extra add-on to that, this is perfect timing for San Mateo, but the MJC defense on the last few drives has stopped them from doing anything.
Tukisovo on first down, able to get into the secondary, and has a first down and a little bit extra out to the 47-yard line. And this is a big drive for MJC, as they don't want to give the ball to, or let San Mateo get some points here, because San Mateo will get the ball to start the second half as they deferred. Sequoia Suva, second carry, gets him near the 50-yard line, and Dr. Newell, who's the history professor, I referenced him last week. You know he's cool here at MJC when he's able to walk across the field during the game. He was walking through the end zone as play was happening. And no one said anything there. Because of course you can. He's Dr. Newell. You got a Bulldog injured at midfield. The training staff will take a look at him. We're going to get a word from our sponsors. 2:06 left to play here on NorCal Sports TV.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California, with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
So Macy Latu able to walk off the field for the Bulldogs, following the 3-yard run from Tiku Soiva, who's in the backfield with Grigsby. I believe that's him in the backfield. And Grigsby going to put this one in the air. He's under pressure, and he's got his receiver Pitts open across the middle. Found some space in that Pirates secondary, and the Bulldogs now on the move. They have it at the 26-yard line.
Everyone on the Modesto side of the field saw Kyle Jackson blitzing the quarterback, but that's what's good sometimes is if you don't see him and it's a blind side, well, you're not under pressure until you get hit. So he was able to perfectly make that pass, and Kyle Jackson just probably 2 inches away from having another sack.
Quick hitch to Patterson on first down. He's able to pick up 8. And he's also able to get out of bounds, which stops the clock with 1:35 left to play. So the Bulldogs a little more patient on this play with the clock stopped. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, both teams with 2 timeouts. Second down and 2 for San Mateo, trails by 7. MJC trying to keep the Bulldogs off the board. They show pressure, but they back out. And the carry on first down is a first down for San Mateo inside the 10-yard line. And that's Lolo Mateli, the ball carrier. Sets up first and goal for San Mateo.
2-minute drill working out for San Mateo, just over a minute into it, and right now inside the 10.
MJC defense on their heels. Want to slow things down, talk things over. Timeout on the field. You're watching Pirate Football on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
First and goal for the Bulldogs following the timeout as we get back to action. He's Levi Flores. I'm Mario Ramos. Pirate defense looking to keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone. With 1:21 left to play. See if they can make a stand. This Bulldog defense, or Bulldog offense, I beg your pardon, able to find some space in the passing game. Now they got first and goal from the 8 with Mateo in the backfield. Here's Grigsby looking for his tight end across the middle, and he's got Corey Leao-Pepe. Leao-Pepe picks up 5 on that one. It's going to be maybe picked up 4. Second and goal from the 4. Oh, they spotted at the 3. And they give it to Mateo. He tries to jump over the pile. He's going to be close, but just short of the goal line. That's going to bring up a big third down. You would think the Bulldogs are thinking they got 2 cracks at it, as another Bulldog lineman needs some time to get up off the field.
San Mateo, 434 yards a game passing. They do so much more than rushing, about 3 times as much. But then the rushing touchdowns, only 3 on the season for them, and this close to the line, you'd expect that they'd keep pushing on the run game.
Take Fanga needing some time on the sideline. They're going to check him out. They got a substitution for him. Third and goal. Ball marked inside the 1-yard line for CSM. 36 seconds left to play. Grigsby in the gun with Mateo right behind him. Yeah, LaVille split wide to the right.
By rule, that is a 10-second runoff. Please set the game clock to 26 seconds.
10-second runoff because of the injury for San Mateo.
And it cost them a timeout. They put 2 minutes and 60 seconds on the board, and it drew a collective from the crowd. But now they got it to 26. Third and goal from inside the 1. And MJC is going to take another timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching Pirate Football on NorCal Sports TV. Third down and 1 for CSM. Grigsby takes the snap, turns and gives it to Matele, and he's stuffed in the backfield. Brought down by a host of Pirates, but Julian Lopez was chief among them, stuffing the ball carrier and forcing 4th and goal. As CSM is going to wait till the final second to call their last timeout. And here we go. We're going to have 4th and goal from inside the 5-yard line when we come back on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
CSM stuffed at the goal line. They were inside the 1. Julian Lopez pushes them back to the 2-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 2 with 2 seconds remaining. For all intents and purposes, it's the final play of the half, barring a defensive penalty.
The stop wasn't the most important thing about that. It was actually them losing a yard. 2 yards is not the easiest thing, even though it looks so short. That's 6 feet separating you in the place where you need to go with 11 men weighing about 300 pounds.
And they try to hit the slot receiver out in the flat. Now off his back foot, looking for the tight end. Great defensive play by Trey Moreland to break that one up. They were looking for Leal Pepe, but Moreland breaks that up, and the Pirates are skipping into the locker room, pumped up, following the big stop on 4th down. They'll take a 14-7 lead into the break. It's Pirate football on NorCal Sports TV.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California, with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
If you're a high schooler and you want to come to MJC, you can expect great coaches, a great counselor, and great student success specialists to help you along the way. We're there from start to finish. Even when you go to transfer, we even assist you after transfer.
The philosophy of our program is we're a student transfer program, so our job is to get the students in and get them out. We want the parents to know exactly what's going on and what we're trying to do from an academic to an athletic standpoint.
We always end up winning. We always being productive. We're always at the end. And the results of MJC and all the athletics are second to none. From what we start with, what we end with are not the same students. They come here and they get faster, or they get stronger, or they're a better player or a better teammate, or whatever it is. They all succeed.
I always had dreams about playing college ball, and ending senior year without any offers to play big D1 ball, kind of heartbreaker. But I ended up grinding it out, hit the gym, made it happen, went to MJC, and got it done. I am signing with the Colorado University, go Buffaloes, got a full ride scholarship.
As long as you're ready to work, like Mustafa and all the other successful students we've had, all of the resources are there for you.
MJC has made me realize I can do anything. With all the hard work I can put into it, there's so much more I've done that I didn't realize I could do.
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Arr, go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Wait, did you guys smile after a serious face?
McHenry Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto. McHenry Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I'd get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
If you're a high schooler and you want to come to MJC, you can expect great coaches, a great counselor, and great student success specialists to help you along the way. We're there from start to finish. Even when you go to transfer, we even assist you after transfer.
The philosophy of our program is we're a student transfer program, so our job is to get the students in and get them out. We want the parents to know exactly what's going on and what we're trying to do from an academic to an athletic standpoint.
We always end up winning. We always being productive. We're always at the end. And the results of MJC and all the athletics are second to none. From what we start with to what we end with are not the same students. They come here and they get faster, or they get stronger, or they're a better player or a better teammate or whatever it is. They all succeed.
I always had dreams about playing college ball, and ending senior year without any offers to play big D1 ball, kind of heartbreaker. But I ended up grinding it out, hit the gym, made it happen, went to MJC, and got it done. I am signing with the Colorado University, go Buffaloes, got a full ride scholarship.
As long as you're ready to work, like Mustafa and all the other successful students we've had, all of the resources are there for you.
MJC has made me realize I can do anything with all the hard work I can put into it. There's so much more I've done that I didn't realize I could do.
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Arr, go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates! Wait, did you guys smile after a serious face?
McHenry Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto. McHenry Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
MJC has the largest athletic program in Northern California with 21 sports being offered.
I first came to MJC, Coach Stivers came to my house with Coach Peterson, and they kind of convinced me. Then the next day they put me out in Modesto B saying that Danny Velasquez commits to MJC.
I've always wanted to be a swimmer, and I thought that swimming at a JC first, I'd dip my feet in the pool and see if I could get recruited or not. It's very competitive, and you get very close with your teammates.
I've had athletes get their master's degrees, become doctors, chiropractors, lawyers, city council members. I think the best part of my job is getting phone calls from different types of employers that want to find out about some of the athletes that I've had in the past.
Yeah, I was able to get a scholarship to Cal State Fullerton through academic success and athletic success here through teachers and coaching.
It's like a family. I mean, we're always looking out for each other and always making sure, hey, what can I do for you? I got a student that needs this. Hey, I got somebody that needs this class, or I have this class open. What can we do for your athletes? I've seen MJC make a difference in the life of student athletes with the priority registration.
If you're a high schooler and you want to come to MJC, you can expect great coaches, a great counselor, and great student success specialists to help you along the way. We're there from start to finish. Even when you go to transfer, we even assist you after transfer.
The philosophy of our program is we're a student transfer program, so our job is to get the students in and get them out. We want the parents to know exactly what's going on and what we're trying to do from an academic to an athletic standpoint.
We always end up winning. We always being productive. We're always at the end. And the results of MJC and all the athletics are second to none. From what we start with, what we end with are not the same students. They come here and they get faster, or they get stronger, or they're a better player or a better teammate, or whatever it is. They all succeed.
I always had dreams about playing college ball, and ending senior year without any offers to play big D1 ball, kind of heartbreaker. But I ended up grinding it out, hit the gym, made it happen, went to MJC, and got it done. I am signing with the Colorado University, go Buffaloes, got a full ride scholarship.
As long as you're ready to work, like Mustafa and all the other successful students we've had, all of the resources are there for you.
MJC has made me realize I can do anything with all the hard work I can put into it. There's so much more I've done that I didn't realize I could do.
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Arr, go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates!
Go Pirates! Wait, did you guys smile after a serious face?
McHenry Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
Welcome back to the 55th matchup between the Modesto Junior College Pirates and the College of San Mateo Bulldogs. In this one, MJC leading at the break 14-7. They'll kick the ball away to San Mateo, who picks this one up off the ground at the 10-yard line. And there's a good return out to about the 30. It's Freeman, I believe, with the return for San Mateo, who has decent field position to start. Last time they had the ball, they got stalled out at the end zone, 4th and goal, and the Pirates come up with the stand to end the break. Second time San Mateo's gotten to the doorstep of the end zone and come away empty. Now they have it here to start the third quarter of play from their 30-yard line, along with Levi Flores. Mario Ramos as the officials were. The chain gang guys are on the other side of the field, so waiting on them. I guess we got to time their 40s right now. They're 40 yards on the opposite side of the field, and they still got a step, Levi. Tell you what. They're ready to go. In position, 1st and 10. San Mateo, top-ranked team in the state, has it to start the second half, and here's the carry on first down to Lolo Matele. We saw him carrying the ball to end the first half. He's back out there to start the second half. Tikoy Suva started the game in the backfield for the Bulldogs. He has the lone San Mateo touchdown. They got that on their opening possession, and since then it's been fumble, interception, punt, and then the turnover on downs at the goal line. Here's Grigsby, hits the crossing pattern, and a receiver coming across the middle, and Terrence LaVille takes a good shot there from Jalen Jackson, but able to hang on to it for the first down.
That first half of play, Modesto came out with the ball, scored a touchdown on their opening drive. San Mateo did the same on the return. And then after that, it was turnover, punt, turnover, back and forth. Just nothing ever happened. Modesto was able to find that end zone again, which leads us to that 14-7 score. But the second half, it may be a little bit slower if I see what the future holds.
LaVille on a hitch out about the 40-yard line. Brought down immediately. Elijah Washington, Tamir Bullock came out to help out. It's an 8-yard gain. It's going to be second down and 2 for CSM. Now in Pirate territory. Got to get to the 39 for a first down. Grigsby checking at the line. Pirates shift, and that shift forces some movement up front. It's going to be 5 yards for MJC. CSM's going to have to back up.
Bulldogs have been caught in this scenario multiple times, but they never let it take down their emotions. They go right back at it and just draw up another perfect play to get those yards back and some extra that would have been attempted on that previous play. So not worried for College of San Mateo, but the MJC defense was on a tear at the end of that first half. Right now, starting the second half, hasn't been so great, but they're still just trying to warm back up into play.
Right, Violet Fefe with some movement from his right tackle spot. So makes it 2nd and 7. On second down is play action. Grigsby looking to keep it himself, trying to shake Bullock, and he's going to be hit by Jalen Jackson. It's going to be across the first down marker, so it'll be 1st down and 10 CSM.
Now that has to be a little bit scary for the quarterback. You go play action, you turn to look, and there's men just flying right at you. You have to scramble out one way, but the defense did such a good job that an extra linebacker came flying in to try to cut it off. You just have a little extra speed to cut that corner, getting you the 1st down. But it can't feel good knowing that 2 guys are just trying to come and take you down for a loss of yards. Great job by Grigsby to not only get away from that, but also turn it into something good.
And a sideline warning on the MJC bench area. On 1st down, they hit LaVille, who jumps and makes the catch, takes the shot from Jalen Jackson and able to hang on to it for another CSM 1st down. It was actually Trey Moreland who came in and laid the wood, but LaVille wasn't going to let go of that one.
That is not an easy catch for multiple reasons. 1, you're getting hit. Of course, that's going to hurt. You have to take that impact. But 2, you're also then going from vertical to a horizontal stance. Not easy to reel that in.
The 1st down carry to Mateo. Inside the red zone are the Bulldogs. 2nd down and 8 for San Mateo. At the 17-yard line, this defense was just down at this end to close out the first half. Able to get the stop right at the end. Final play of the half on 4th down. Now looking to get another stop. They bring some pressure. Balls up in the air and almost intercepted by Kyle Jackson, who's stumbling towards the ball. Saw that one hanging up in the air. And was hoping to get back and be able to make a play, but just couldn't quite get his footing as that ball was up in the air for a bit, quite a bit there for MJC. Just couldn't make the play.
Modesto Junior College had that 4-man front at the line, and then they brought in the linebackers for that extra blitz, put the pressure on Grigsby to get the ball out fast, deflect it in the air. That's a play that you can do probably 50% of the time and get somewhat similar results.
3-by-1 receiver set on 3rd and 8 for Grigsby in the pocket. And the Pirates can't get him off his spot, but he can't find nothing downfield. Instead, he settles for the check down route, and LaVille coming underneath. But it looks like San Mateo is going to run out the kicking unit. They're going to bring out Ojeda. And they're going to go for 3 rather than take the field goal, something our producer, Joseph Yanis, thought they might have done to end the first half. Instead, they went for the points. And here they're going to kick a 30-yard field goal. And they're going to talk it over before they do. So Ojeda will kick a 30-yarder when we come back on NorCal Sports TV. Back to Modesto Junior College. 30-yard field goal attempt for Caleb Ojeda. Tashi Dorji to hold And the kick is up. MJC nearly got to that one. Jalen Jackson came in off the edge, but Ojeda able to split the uprights and cut it to a 4-point margin. It's 14-10 following the field goal. You're watching NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Pirate football. We'll keep it here. Have a chance to thank our sponsors. We want to thank MJC Athletics. Learn more about our programs at athletics.mjc.edu. American Asphalt, taking care of business in Northern California for over 40 years. Pave the planet with American Asphalt. McHenry Village, wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. I also want to thank the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, a 5-day overnight basketball camp for boys and girls grades 4th through 12th. Learn more at norcalsportstv.com/camp. So Ojeda back out there. Going to kick this one away from the left hash mark. You saw him out there in midfield. He was in like 57-yarders during halftime. The gentleman's got quite a big leg, as he shows it right there and puts this one into the end zone for the touchback.
And now I want to go back right before the half. San Mateo had the ball at the 1-yard line. They got dropped back to a defensive stop.
3rd and 1.
Made it at the 2. And then they still went for it. Didn't kick the field goal, in which our producer said something about. But now you bring it to real time. Right now, San Mateo just kicked a field goal. It's 14-10. If they would have just kicked that field goal at the end of the half, it'd be a 1-point game right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that one missed opportunity, it wasn't a missed field goal. It was just a missed opportunity that they overlooked, went for the touchdown instead.
Yeah, came up empty.
Drastically changed this game. And now as we continue through the second half, we have to go back and remember that one play made by San Mateo.
Pirates start the second half with a jet sweep to Stout. It's going to result in a net gain of negative yardage. It'll be 1 after the forward progress that the Pirates lose on that play. So 2nd down and 11 for the team in black. And the carry on 1st down. I'm sorry, play action. They get it out to Stout, slip him out of the backfield. It worked earlier in the first half. It worked here in the second half pretty effectively. A nice gain, maybe about 7 on that one. See where they mark it. Yeah, about 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
And I can't express enough how well they run that play action. They had the option to hand it off in the back, but then they just move it out to that right side. We both thought it was a carry to start.
On 3rd and 4, Weaver's going to keep it himself. He's got England coming across the formation. Good block from Stout. Takes a shot from Jono Price. Wow. Was right here on the MJC sideline, and even the MJC crowd was like, woo.
Same exact play. They just ran the play before, but instead of going left to right, they went right to left, and it works out for them in the same way. 1st down.
Pirates move it to the 40-yard line. Now they set up the screen outside to Easterwood on the left, and the long handoff essentially picks up about 6 on 1st down, so a nice 1st down gain brings up 2nd and 4. And the Pirates working quickly. 4 receivers, 4 Weaver. Going to get it on the option, flips it out to Colon on the left side. Colon pushes forward into San Mateo territory, pumps his fist. He just picked up another MJC 1st down.
And Weaver right there could have made a devastating mistake. You're being tripped up. You don't have your full attention, and you just pitched out anyway. Not always the best option, but they're able to get it to the open man.
Pumps left, now looking across the middle over England, and he's got him! What a dime! 1st and goal, MJC.
Another fantastic play ran by the Pirates, and a San Mateo Bulldog down at the 24.
Linebacker Finn Williams. Now he's hustling up off the field. And San Mateo's going to run out a couple substitutions. We're going to get back to the action as the play clock will resume and the game clock will as well. At the 9-minute mark, here come the Pirates. 1st and goal from the 9. Colon up the gut, trying to hide behind some offensive linemen, but he was found out about the 6-yard line. It'll be second down and goal for MJC.
MJC, after that pass completion, wanted to push the line, get back up, and just keep pounding the San Mateo defense. But because of that injury, they allowed a few substitutions, a little bit of rest, and to change maybe their defensive play call.
And we have a whistle blown before the snap, and false start on MJC. That's going to push the Pirates back outside the 10-yard line. It'll bring up second down and goal from the 12. They had a tight formation on that one. This time they spread out the receivers. Easterwood, England wide. You have Stout, slot to the right, and some movement up front from San Mateo. You also have Gage Roddy from up in your neck of the woods. Former Argonaut Jackson Mustang in the game.
Yep, current Motherlode League team, but next year they'll be moving into the Sacramento divisions.
Yeah.
A lot of changes happening in high school football over the next year. All the leagues going back and forth, changing teams, and Argonaut going along with Amador into the Sacramento.
Cologne gets the carry on second down, and he's able to get inside the 5-yard line, just inside, right around the 5. Going to be third down and goal for MJC. Roddy slot left, Stout slot right. Weaver, high snap. Looks like he was going to run the option with Cologne, but again, a flag coming in before the snap, and MJC is going to lose 5 yards. Some movement on the left side of the offensive line. It's going to cost the Pirates 5 yards. The third and goal from the 9. Looked like they're trying to set up the option play to the short side of the field. They got 3rd and 9 from the left hash.
I think they're going to try to go one-on-one at the top of the field again. They have a lot of space over there. If they bring in that first receiver across, they have a lot of space for that 1v1.
Single safety look for the Bulldogs on defense, and they're looking for Stout in the end zone. Looked like some contact right before the pass.
I saw it too, Mario. You're not the only one, and along with all the Big Blue fans in the crowd, a lot of contact made early.
Yeah, Stout tried to make a play on that, and he had 2 hands. You could see on the replay, pushing him out of the way. Stout unable to make a play on that, understandably so. And unfortunately for the Pirates, that doesn't come along with the fresh set of downs that you'd hope. Instead, they're going to set up the field goal for Zambrano. Lefty kicker. Marines is going to fake it. Marines rolling to the right. He's got Burrow. Burrow picks it up, and he's trying to stretch forward to the end zone, and he's going to be just short. So Coach Stivers dialing up the fake on 4th down, and it doesn't quite work for MJC. Coach Stivers handling the offensive special teams unit, and Coach Marvin Jackson handling the defensive special teams unit. Might have thought they had a look they liked right there with Marines. Again, the holder. We've seen them pull some trickery with Marines in the backfield at quarterback, and that's a luxury you have when your holder can roll out and put a pass on the money. That one a little underthrown, and might have given the Bulldog defenders enough time to get out there to Burrow. So the Bulldogs take over at the 2 in the shadow of their own goalpost, but they're going to have some space now after Lolo Mataeli runs it out past the 10-yard line. It'll be first and down CSM, or first and 10, CSM.
And that's not what you want to happen right after you turn the ball over on downs. Sure, you completed the pass, you got down as close as you could, but now you're giving them the ball in very dangerous territory. Your defense needs to be on the best alert, especially with the run game. You know, they may push forward like a quarterback sneak style play, but on a designed run where they just open up a hole, you have to make sure you fill that gap and stop them exactly where they're at.
On play action, man running wide open. It's LaVille streaking down the sideline, now finally dragged down and out of bounds. That's on tie with the tackle, but a busted coverage there from MJC. And 2 plays later, CSM takes it from the 2-yard line into Pirate territory. They got it first and 10 at the 32.
A complete change of play in the matter of a minute. College of San Mateo looking stronger than ever halfway through this third quarter.
On first down, here comes Ray trying to swipe at the ball. Grigsby able to step out of it, threw it to no one, and that should be an intentional grounding. The officials are going to talk about it. There is absolutely no white shirts in that area.
And you called that exactly right, Mario. Trying to swipe at that ball, cause a fumble. He was rounding the corner a little too far away, so he reached out that palm trying to swipe at that ball, just not close enough, but he does force that incomplete pass and the intentional grounding.
Well, that'll be a loss of yardage and loss of down as well for San Mateo. And bring up second down, so Ray doesn't get the sack, but in essence, he gets the sack, right? Good job coming off the edge for Christian Ray, the defensive lineman from Manteca. Former Buffalo, forcing the penalty. So he's going to back up San Mateo, 2nd and 19 from the 32. Grigsby again, here comes Ray. Good job picking up the block there by Mateo. They set up the screen to Leao Pepe, and Leao Pepe gets a lot of that penalty yardage back inside the 30. And the big tight end got rumbling, a freshman for San Mateo. He's got that Polynesian pipeline out there in the Bay Area. I actually saw some fans of College of San Mateo pregame over at the sandwich shop. We were thinking the same thing. Saw them come in with their gear. We're all picking up a pregame sandwich before we take in this what's turned out to be dandy of a ball game here at MJC. Absolutely beautiful afternoon. And that was not beautiful if you're the receiver, Patterson. He had space out in front of him, and I think that's what he was thinking about as he kind of got his head turned around before he was able to secure the catch.
That's the one you think about at night. You say, only if I had that. It was third down and medium. Yeah. You need to reel that in, get the first down, but you're thinking too far ahead of the play. And now the field goal unit comes out. We know he can kid it. We saw it during the half. Let's see if he can do it in real game.
He had a 30-yarder a little while ago, did Caleb Ojeda, and now he's going for a 46-yard field goal. Again, Dorji to hold, and the kick from Ojeda is wild. No, good. Snuck it in the right goalpost and able to split the upright or get it inside the uprights. And there's that field goal you talked about earlier. San Mateo able to make it a 1-point game following the 46-yard kick from Caleb Ojeda on NorCal Sports TV. Well, in that possession, the Bulldogs won some battles, but the Pirates may have won the war. They kept them out of the end zone and held them to 3. Jackson bobbles the kickoff coming back the other way. And they're going to say that he was in the end zone. So they're going to call it a touchback. Yeah, so they're going to say the ball made its way into the end zone, so MJC will take this one at the 25. Here with 5:45 left to play. Mario Ramos along with Levi Flores. We have producer extraordinaire Joseph Yanez, and Aramis Yanez, and Avery Townsell on the cameras for us today here at MJC. Appreciate you watching us on NorCal Sports TV. If you're watching on youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV, please hit that like and subscribe button. You'll be alerted every time NorCal Sports TV goes live. Trying to bring you coverage of all the action, high school and junior college action in and around Northern California. So stay alert and hit us up on youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV or on our social media, Instagram, X, Facebook, at NorCal Sports TV.
Speaking of other junior college football, City College of San Francisco hosting Butte College. Butte College, former home of
Aaron Rodgers and Larry Allen, Hall of Famer for the Dallas Cowboys.
And City College of San Francisco was down 9-0 earlier in the game, but they now have 14 unanswered points and now lead by 5, 14-9 in San Francisco.
San Francisco out of the Base 6 Conference along with CSM. Those two squads have been battling for supremacy in that conference, and then later in the playoffs for state championships as well. Had the pleasure of watching and working one of those CSM San Francisco games. It was absolutely spectacular. If you've ever been to that stadium too up there at CSM, it's a wonderful facility and one of the greatest views you'll have watching junior college football, looking out into the East Bay. As following further discussion, MJC is going to be backed up in the shadow of their goalpost. We saw the Bulldogs able to come out with the ball following the fake punt. They had it at the 2 and brought it down and settled for the 46-yard field goal. Now MJC, rather than starting at the 25, is going to begin at the 4.
And now I can't be too sure, but I do know that the new rule in football is if you fair catch inside the 25, you get the ball at the 25. And since the whistle was blown dead here so early in the play, even though nothing wrong wouldn't happen, the officials probably mistook the rule of, he dropped it, he picked it back up, ball at the 25. But because of blowing the whistle dead so soon, they have to force that ball back where it was.
Cologne with the 8-yard carry. He took a shot that is the Bulldogs sideline, all fired up. They're hooting and hollering over there on this 2nd and 2, trying to will their defense to get a stop. As MJC fakes the handoff to get it over the middle to Stout, and he takes a shot as well. Jair Smith laying some lumber as you have England and a DB continuing to battle after the play into the CSM bench. Cooler heads prevail, but the bouncing and the hollering from CSM has continued as they are now facing the Pirates with the 3rd down and 2. So
CSM travels well. You can hear everything coming across.
Sure.
Even though it's 3rd and short, Modesto still has a good chance.
He's going to get it deep to Stout, and great coverage that time by Smith, running with them step for step. Stout has got a bit of his shoulder pad popping out. He was hoping to get some assistance from the officials. The Bulldogs pull out the stop, and here comes the punting unit for MJC.
And I don't know what got into San Mateo, but just on this drive alone, they brought up the noise level, the cheerleaders, the team, everyone that came out from San Mateo just got energy, got a boost of energy to bring together their defensive stance and force that 4th down.
So the 3rd-string quarterback, Baker Melendez, also has punting duties for MJC. He's deep in the end zone, now stepping out of it. He'll put a punt. It bounces on the other side of the 40, now rolling towards midfield, and MJC will down it out about the 49-yard line. So into Pirate territory at the 49. CSM will take over with 4:56. MJC 3 and out on their last possession now gives CSM the ball in their territory, down by 1.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first legitimate punt from MJC. We had a punt earlier from Luke Weaver, but he was just a little bit back further than the shotgun position and launched it because they were in midfield and put it into decent field position around the 20. But because MJC was so deep, had to actually bring out that real special teams unit.
Single safety defensively for MJC. It's Grigsby looking to attack that safety, and he's got LaVille inside the 5-yard line. Able to get behind Faison Allen, and essentially left one-on-one out there was LaVille with Allen, and Terrence LaVille able to leap and make the catch. 1st and goal, CSM.
I saw it from the start. He was going down the bottom of the screen, lacing those numbers, and then at the very end, he just posts up towards the middle of the field, which led to that little extra distance away from the defensive back and got him inside the 5.
Nice play by the Pirate defense to force a tackle for a loss. Nate Sanchez dropped down in the backfield. You had Ray back there. You also had Kyle Jackson back there. You got big number 62, Roman Falmai. 6'3", 390 out of Central Catholic. Falmai. Very stout in the middle of that Pirate line. Right there, it's a lot of space to move if you're a CSM offensive lineman. Unable to do so there. That brings up second down and goal from the 5. And we got some movement from CSM before the play. Should back them up 5 yards. So goal-to-goal situations aside of that first drive of the game have been a little rough for San Mateo. Mentioned they fumbled earlier in the game from inside the 5. They had the 4th down stand to end the first half. When they took it, they had 3rd and goal from the half-yard line and then able to punch it in. So here they are. They started at the 3, now they're moving backwards. It's second down and goal from the 10. They fake to Sanchez. Grigsby rolling right. And now the field's shrinking on him, and he's going to have to run out of bounds. Washington ushers him out of bounds with a nice little shoulder check. And that'll bring up 3rd down and a very minimal gain. He essentially moved from one side of the 10-yard line to the other side of the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and goal.
This might make it a little bit more difficult for them. I believe that they're going to pass. 70% of their touchdowns have come from the air through the season so far. But for Grigsby, he's a right-handed passer, and usually you want that open side of the field on the right, short side behind you. But now it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find a receiver in the end zone just because the defense might attack your weak side.
Sanchez in the backfield, play clock winding down. Here comes pressure. Grigsby takes a shot, puts it up back of the end zone, and they're going to say he did not come out with it. Looked like he had some toe drag swag, but no catch for Anthony Freeman in the back of the end zone. That'll be an interesting one to see here on the replay. Take a look. Does that right foot come down? Ooh, it's close, but it looks like it was the right call. Obviously, the official has got a great view, and it looks like it's right on the line. Taking a look at the replay angles over here, it looked like he had a foot right on the end line, and so they're going to trot out Ojeda again. This one's from 26 yards. He's hit from 30 and 46. Low snap, good hold, and that one is up and true. So 3 straight field goals for Ojeda to start the second half from San Mateo has them out in front. They lead at 16-14. You're watching Pirate Football on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto. Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since...
Back on NorCal Sports TV, Ojeda set to kick this one away and booms it into the end zone for a touchback. MJC will take over at the 25-yard line. Down for the first time in this game. They started with a 7-0 lead. San Mateo answered back 7-7. MJC jumped ahead on the second Weaver to England touchdown pass connection. And then 3 straight field goals to start the second half for San Mateo. Has them out in front for the first time here at 16-14.
Looking back at what we've seen through the game so far with the multiple turnovers in the first half, the decisions to go for touchdowns instead of field goals, and just everything combined into it, right now it's going to be who plays better in the second half. That's who's going to win this game.
Weaver, crossing pattern to England, and England is dragged down by Malachi Hoeft. Hoeft wrapping him up and bringing him down after a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. 3-by-1 receiver set for Weaver. With Cologne in the backfield, they run the option. He pitches it to him, looking for a block out on the perimeter. And he's able to get to about the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up a big 3rd and 2 for MJC. You'd like to keep your offense out there on the field and give your defense some time to rest up and make some adjustments. Here's Weaver again. The snap a little off place, but he's able to push forward, and it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. I don't know. Looked like he had it initially, but the officials came in shy of the marker.
Yeah, he's good. Forward progress.
Forward progress should have it, but again, the way they spotted it is a little bit short, and so they got it 4th and 1.
Bring out the index card.
Looked like he was lunging forward across the line, but the Pirates are going to keep the offense out there, 4th and 1. And Weaver's going to punt this one. 2nd punt of the game for Weaver. And that's going to bounce inside the 25, right around the 25-yard line. And so MJC, they've come out and turned it over on the fake field goal. And a couple straight punts. Now CSM is going to get it back at the 25-yard line here with 1:12 left to play in the 3rd.
That's one of those decisions that can change the game. You go for that, you don't get it, that's going to change the game immensely, and College of San Mateo could easily get the large edge just because of that. But I think Modesto made the right call, punting that away, despite them possibly getting a 1st down there and it being called short, but it is the right decision to force San Mateo back further than what they could have got it without that play.
Grigsby turns and puts this one in the belly of his back. It's Sanchez who spins out of an arm tackle out across the 30-yard line. Looked like the Pirates had him wrapped up for a very minimal gain, instead, I beg your pardon, it's a solid gain of 6 for Sanchez, and it's going to be 2nd down and 4.
2nd down and 4.
Sanchez gets it on 2nd down. A couple little cuts in the backfield now to the linebacker level. Drags a couple of them across the sticks for another Bulldog 1st down. Trey Moreland in on the tackle for MJC. And not till Sanchez moves the chains for San Mateo, who can hold it till the 4th quarter. We'll see if they run a play. Grigsby surveying the defense from the pistol, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and now throws it deep to the left side, and diving and making the catch is Jeremiah Patterson. Patterson into Pirate territory, has the catch at the 35-yard line.
The ability of this offensive core for San Mateo is wild. Just the quarterback finding those receivers, being on target, clicking left and right. San Mateo's offense, 337 passing yards a game, phenomenal.
The Bulldogs with 9 points in the 3rd quarter have moved out in front. We head to the 4th with the top-ranked team in the state, leading the 8th-ranked team in the state at CSM over MJC, 14-6 on NorCal Sports TV. Back on the campus of Modesto Junior College with Levi Flores. I'm Mario Ramos on NorCal Sports TV. We head to the fourth. San Mateo, the top-ranked team in the state, leading the 8th-ranked team in the state, the Modesto Junior College Pirates, 16-14 as we begin fourth quarter action here on NorCal Sports TV. Grigsby in the gun with Sanchez standing right behind him. He fakes the handoff. And in and out of the hands of Leo Pepe. He had a first down, and he had some safeties bearing down on him as well, and that might have affected that catch as he had the alligator arms and couldn't haul it in.
Not the first time we've seen an incompletion like that where there's just so much space available for the San Mateo target. Hopefully it'll be the last for them.
Here's second down and 10. The give is to Sanchez off the right side. Sanchez with the nice carry. Picks up 8 on that one. Good blocking up front from San Mateo. Now it's going to bring up third and short. guy we haven't seen on the field here is Terrence LaVille. We haven't seen him out there for a little bit. And you have Maurice Savage in wide to the left. You also have Jeremiah Patterson split tight to the right with Leo Pepe to his left and Sanchez in the backfield for Grigsby on 3rd and 3. The give is to Sanchez right up the middle like he was shot out of a cannon. Got going with a head of steam. That's going to be good enough for another San Mateo first down.
Pirate is slow to get up where the play ended.
The Pirate training staff is going to come out here and take a look at him. We're going to take a break. You're watching Pirate Football on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
Pirate training staff taking a look at Max Rascone. He's coming out to the sideline, and on that Pirate training staff, one of my former students, Cody Keith, out there, taught him out at Venture Academy. Now he's out here furthering his education at MJC, part of the sports medicine department. Out here working. See you, Cody. Good to see you, buddy. Doing big things, my guy. Here's Grigsby. Looking for the corner, and he's got Patterson into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Another phenomenal passing play from San Mateo. They took that out of MJC's playbook from earlier today. He put that man into the right side corner, toss it to him over the top, and there's no one there but your intended target. San Mateo running that play just a little bit better than what we saw MJC do earlier, extending their lead now.
Good protection up front by San Mateo, allowing Patterson enough time to work that route. Faked the slant and came out to the corner, and Grigsby put it on the money. We've seen the accuracy from number 7 in white. That time he drops a 20-yard touchdown pass on a dime, and here's number 20 for the extra point. The kick from Ojeda is good, and San Mateo leaves this one 23-14 on NorCal Sports TV. 7 plays for the Bulldogs, and they punched it into the end zone in 2 minutes and 14 seconds, capped off by the Grigsby to Patterson 20-yard touchdown pass. Ojeda knocked in the extra point. He's set to kick this one away, and he gets it out to Alonzo Jackson. Every kickoff has been to Jackson. Jackson able to break a couple initial tackles and then takes a pop at about the 24-yard line. And so MJC first and 10, 13:51. And we've mentioned San Mateo had 3 straight field goals to start the second half. And now the touchdown. They've scored on all 4 of their second half possessions. For MJC, the fake field goal resulted in the turnover on downs and then 2 punts to follow. And here they are on the 4th possession, trying to get their first points of the second half. Weaver shifts Cologne in the backfield. Now he looks deep. He's got England, and he's got him near midfield. If he hits that on the money, a good chance England's still running. As it is, he had to jump back and make that catch to secure it. But a good passing play there from Weaver to England. They've connected twice for touchdowns. Going to need to see some of that connection here down the stretch.
Great job by Weaver placing that just a little bit short too, not forcing a stride in motion just in case he dropped it. Beautiful force by Weaver.
Now he's looking deep down the left side. Pass intended for Easterwood. And good coverage out there defensively by Jono Price.
I think Weaver got a little too excited after that previous play. Said, hey, we just did that. Let's look at the other side this time. But the intended pass, I don't think should have been thrown. It was too much coverage on him.
Weaver, I might go back out there. Price looked like he was hobbling a little bit coming back. Instead, they give it to Cologne. And Cologne is wrapped up. Big number 9. Koloki Kaufisi. Excuse me, let me try that again. Koloki Hakawifisi. The big defensive lineman. Just call him Sowani. His first name. He makes the play, forces 3rd and 11, so TFL for Sowani. On 2nd down, forces 3rd and long. Here's Weaver looking for Stout, and good defensive coverage. He had Jair Smith, really just had the leverage. He was inside on that one. The ball was a little underthrown. And here comes Baker Melendez and the punting unit.
Very short possession for Modesto. They need to get this ball back as fast as possible. They've tried one fake. I don't know if this is the correct time. Maybe on the next one if they don't get it into the end zone. But down 2 possessions, you need to make sure your offense does the work.
Here comes the punting team for MJC. You have a man deep near the right hash mark. Interesting the way he's angled. And Melendez kicks it over towards the right hash mark. This one's going to bounce inside the 10. Started to make its way over towards CSM's territory, or CSM's direction, I should say. Instead, it's going to be at right about the 10 for San Mateo with 12:38 in the ball game. And there's Pirate defense. I've seen them come up with some turnovers. They have an interception and a fumble. They also created a turnover on downs and stopping the Bulldogs to end the first half. So we know they're plenty capable. Here's Grigsby, fakes the handoff, and it worked well as it got some action to bite in the backfield, and that one was bobbled. And Anthony Freeman able to bring it back in. Looked like for a second it was going to hang up just enough for a Pirate defender to make a play on it. And then Freeman snatched it back out of the air and into his hands.
That Garrett Wilson type bobble, able to keep a hold of it. It's a large gain for San Mateo. Get it outside of their own 10.
Pickup of 14 on that pass play. And here comes 1st and 10. Grigsby low snap. Pulls it up off the ground, being pressured, and they can't make the play in the backfield. And there's a shot along the sideline. And the hit knocked the defender out of bounds. So great play by MJC. I believe that was Jalen Jackson who came in and laid a hit. Either way, it's going to be incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 for CSM. You know, Julian Lopez giving chase to Grigsby in the backfield. He couldn't quite pull him down. He dove for his leg. He's going to come off the field here on 2nd down. Pirates bring some pressure, and the give is to Mateo. Mateo with a solid pickup, picks up 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4, and a very important 3rd down. And you have to start taking a look at that clock. We're under 12 minutes. MJC with 3 timeouts, CSM with 2. With it being a 2-possession ball game, MJC's got to figure out how to get the ball back a couple times.
Push that line, nothing more than 2 yards. That's what you want to stop.
Grigsby on play action, backing up. Now off his back foot, fires, and that one is broken up. What a play by the linebacker, Kyle Jackson. Looking about as swaggy as he is in those sweet cleats out there. Making an awesome play as Grigsby off his back foot fired that one towards Freeman. And Jackson, looking like a defensive back, was with them stride for stride and ripped it out at the last second.
As perfect as that defensive stance was, we still have to give credit to that San Mateo offense because that was a dart placed perfectly, but Kyle Jackson was just able to get his hand in between. If not, would have easily been a catch and a 1st down. So great job by both sides by MJC, making that stop, getting the ball back. Perfect timing.
Dorji, the holder, also the punter. He kicks this one out to Stout, who lets it bounce, and is going to take a San Mateo bounce inside the 20-yard line. And about a 10, 11-yard bounce following a decent kick there from Dorji. So he does his job. He flips the field. He's got MJC backed up to the 17 with 11:09 left to play.
Of course, that was a great punt by San Mateo, switching the fields, putting it down inside the 20, but nonetheless, MJC has the ball back. Down by 2 possessions. You don't necessarily have to strike fast, but you have to strike an appropriate amount of time because you need to get that ball back. Whether San Mateo scores or not, you still have to keep them into low scoring.
Weaver keeps it. He was thinking option, but it was well defended on the left side, the defense by San Mateo. Instead, Weaver cups it up the middle and takes what he can get, which is 4 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 6. It's a situation, too, where you run that NASCAR offense, and you're able to, like I said, dictate speed, and you can pick up the speed. It's not taking you necessarily out of your game. You're not doing something that you don't normally do. So it's something you're familiar with and playing with that pace. The Pirates are going to need to do so here, and Weaver can't escape the grasp. And sack in the backfield. Krishna Clay, the freshman defensive lineman, brings down the quarterback. They have a loss of 5 on that one. Brings up 3rd and 11 for MJC.
Big 3rd down for the Pirates. Weaver has to be on his best behavior here. The best times he's had in these scenarios is when he stays in the pocket. But will the defensive line be a little bit too much for MJC? We'll find out here. But I think Weaver, stay in the pocket, just let the play run out, and then force it outside if you absolutely need to.
4-man rush for San Mateo. They try to hit England on the sideline. Try to get it over the defender and keep it in bounds for Bronson England. That pass falls incomplete, and here comes the punting team. It's 4th down for Modesto. So 4 straight punts for MJC as this Bulldog defense has really clamped down here in the second half and made things tough for the Pirates. And the top-ranked team in the state, and so many playmakers on defense, they've been showing why. They just made things incredibly difficult. Melendez gets a kick that takes a very favorable MJC roll out of bounds, out at around the 28-yard line. Yeah, 28-yard line is where San Mateo will have it. with 9:40 left to play. And this Pirate defense being asked to once again come up with the stop. They were able to finally stop a 4-possession scoring streak there for San Mateo. 3 straight field goals and a touchdown. Forced the punt on their last possession. They're going to need to do so here with 9:40 left to play. Down by 9. Grigsby. And that one is batted down at the line of scrimmage. Didn't see it pop out initially. I saw a helmet hit the ground before the ball did. So I wasn't sure.
Bounced right off the face mask of a defensive lineman. Now, I do want to say this is the point in the game where the offensive style of San Mateo may begin to hurt them. They want to run out the clock, but their run game, less than 100 rushing yards per game. So if you can't move that ball far enough to keep the chains moving, then you still have to result in pass. Then incomplete passes, stop the clock. Like it's not going to go well for them if they can't move that ball rushing-wise. And right now, it doesn't look like it's going to. So they have to continue to pass that ball, which can lead to bigger turnovers or bigger plays for Modesto.
2 yards on the run for Sanchez till he runs into the arms of Christian Ray. Number 20 in black with the tackle. Makes it 3rd down and 8. And Coach Eddie Abbasi hoping he could dial up something that'll get MJC's defense off the field. 3rd and 8 from the 30. Grigsby in the gun. Being pressured, hit as he throws, gets the screen off to Sanchez. He's got a convoy out in front of him. Plenty of space out near midfield. 1st and 10, San Mateo. But there is a flag in the backfield that could be tacked on towards the end, as Grigsby might have been hit a little extra hard there and spiked into the ground, and that's what we got.
A lot of boos coming from the Big Blue stands. I didn't see it live. I saw the screen pass over the top and then get the yards. So, nonetheless, it is going to be a 1st down, whether that penalty occurred or not. Just San Mateo now has it, well, probably in field goal range, honestly.
Yeah, with Ojeda's leg, no joke. They could very well be in field goal range for their kicker, who's 3 of 3 from field goals, 2 of 2 on extra points. The Bulldogs looking to keep the clock rolling and keep the chains moving. Here's the give to Mateo. And Mateo, the pickup of 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8. It's a great play call, too, by San Mateo with MJC bringing the pressure. They set up the middle screen for the running back. He had like about 4 linemen out there in front ready to block for him. We're under 8 minutes to play. It's 2nd down and 8. Grigsby looking left. Got a receiver one-on-one looking for him in the end zone. It was Anthony Freeman matched up with Ontai. There is a flag out around the 12-yard line as those two were tangled up. Ontai trying to plead his case, but it's going to go against MJC. And they're going to move it 15 yards. And so he could spot it at the 19 here for San Mateo following the penalty.
We saw a few plays early in the game where we thought it could definitely be pass interference, whether it was in favor of San Mateo or in favor of MJC. It looks like this flag may have been picked up.
No, they've moved it up to the 19. It's 1st and 10 for San Mateo following the penalty. It's not a spot foul, so the 15 yards from the previous spot, which was at the 34. Now it's at the 19. And again, they try to get it out quickly to Freeman. And that pass was low, and Freeman telling his quarterback to, hey, bring that one up a little bit. Working on that matchup with Freeman and Ontai out there on the left side of the offense. Grigsby now back in the huddle. Gives the troops their marching orders. Here they are on 2nd down and 10. They give it to Sanchez. Good blocking up front. Springs Sanchez for a gain of about 9 on 2nd down. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable here for Grigsby. Make it 3rd and 2, so a pickup of 8 for Sanchez on that carry. He'll stay out there in the backfield, and if you're MJC, you're hoping at all costs to keep the Bulldogs out of the end zone and hold them to 3. From the pistol, here's the give to Sanchez, bounces it out to the right, near the goal line, and he will be short, but that's going to set up 1st down and goal for San Mateo at the 1. And make it the 2. We'll see where they spot it. I'm going to call it the 3 officially. So 3rd first down of the drive. One of those came via the pass interference penalty. Now CSM has 1st and goal. A drive that's knocked off a little more than 3 minutes from the clock. Grigsby play action, wants to take it himself, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Another well-designed play for San Mateo. They had the extra protection on the left. All he had to do was pitch out to that left side by himself, and he had the wide receiver blocking one. That was the only man that was somewhat close to make a play on it. The defense not fast enough to get there.
3-yard touchdown run for the quarterback, Anthony Grigsby. He's got 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. CSM making it a 3-possession ball game. Well, actually, no. It'll be 2 possession if they can knock in this field goal. That was my Stan State math coming into play. Figured it out. I carried the 1, added the 2. Here's Ojeda. Look at the Pirates may have come across a little early, but no flag. And that one is good. It makes it 30-14. CSM over MJC on NorCal Sports TV.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
Back with Levi Flores. I'm Mario Ramos on NorCal Sports TV. The CSM Bulldogs with the 3-yard touchdown run. Quarterback Anthony Grigsby punching it in. And made it 30-14, the top-ranked team in the state. Looking every bit of that here in the second half. Second half in which they came out trailing 14-7. They rattled off 23 straight points. And here's Jackson along the right side and takes a shot out about the 28-yard line is where MJC will take over. 6:27 left to play. And again, still 2 possessions, but the Pirates going to need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. They want to try to send this one into overtime.
Definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Modesto just has to get back into that first half form. They moved the ball really well. Even though they didn't score on all but 2 drives, they still moved that ball really well. They have to do it fast, though, and that's going to be the big issue. They can still do those same plays. They can break this defense down, but can they do it efficiently? That's going to be the big part.
2 MJC touchdown passes coming from the Weaver to England connection. As Weaver on first down gets it out to Cologne, makes a couple men miss and run into each other. Some shiftiness there by Cologne. Out near the 45-yard line. It's going to be first down MJC.
That's exactly what I talked about. The efficiency, the fastness, the speed of the offense moving. Getting that many yards is perfect on this type of down.
4 receivers for Weaver on first down. They fake the screen to England on the right side. Look to the left, but now comes back to England on the right. And he'll take what he can get and run out of bounds. Out across midfield. Picks up about 5 on that one. right to midfield. Clock continues to run as we're under 6 minutes left to play. Pirates shift Cologne, and Weaver gets the signals out to Stout. On second down, Weaver gets it out to England again, and a Cologne of that last play. He pushes forward, takes what he can get, and shoved out of bounds. This time he's at the 42. It's going to be first down for MJC. Fresh set of downs for Weaver. Steps up in the pocket. He's got a man open. It's Cologne. He's streaking up the middle. Cuts it back towards the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates! 41-yard quick strike from Weaver to Cologne as Weaver and England celebrate in the middle of the field. And Cologne celebrating in the end zone. Quick strike that you talked about, Levi. MJC able to punch it in 41 yards from Weaver to his running back, Cologne, out of the backfield. And MJC looking to go for two.
Perfectly in time for the Pirates, 30-20, and now here's a bigger part. If you don't get the 2-point conversion, you're still in this game. It's going to make it significantly more difficult, but you have to attempt this 2-point conversion like you're going to win the game. You have to get this into the end zone. But if not, it's okay. You can't get your hopes down. You're going to continue to play like you would have if you didn't get it.
San Mateo's defensive coordinator running down the sideline to call a timeout. He knows the importance. Maybe he's listening to NorCal Sports TV and understands the importance of this play, listening to that monologue there from Levi Flores. We'll have a break in the action, come back with 2-point conversion. 41-yard strike from Weaver. Cologne's made it 20-10 on NorCal Sports TV. Pirates with the 41-yard touchdown strike from Weaver to Cologne, but that's not enough. They want the 2-point conversion as well. Cologne's in the backfield. Stout's in motion. Weaver gets a look at what the defense is doing. Now they get the play call. They shift Burrow in the backfield, and here's Weaver on the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's rolling to his right, throws it up. Jump ball is picked off into the end zone. That one intercepted by Jair Smith.
That could be a 1-point safety.
They're going to say he never came fully out of the end zone. So he was down in the end zone. That'll do it for that play. But they're waving the Jolly Roger here at MJC following the 41-yard touchdown strike from Weaver to Cologne. 2-point conversion is no good. It makes it a 10-point ball game, 30-20 with 5:16 left in this game. A big stop there for CSM. It's kept it a 2-possession ball game. That Pirate defense looking to get a stop. MJC with 3 timeouts. CSM with 1 remaining in the game.
MJC still in this ball game. Plenty of time. Do they go for the onside kick now? Do they boot it down the field and hope for their defensive stops? We'll see what Stivers has in play for us. But I mentioned the 1-point safety, probably the most rare play to happen in football. And that's when if there's a 2-point conversion, field goal, anything that's happening after a touchdown was attempted, intercepted in the end zone, they come out of play back into the end zone, and then they get tackled. It's technically a safety, but there the officials say that he stayed in the end zone the entire time.
It's going to be Navarra to kick this one deep. You're going to have Patterson fair catch it. CSM had a bunch of guys up near the kickoff area, 10 yards from the kicker. They were not going to take any chances just in case MJC tried to go for some type of onside kick. They were going to be prepared. Instead, the Pirates boot it deep, and after the fair catch, CSM will take it at the 25, and they'll take it over on the right hash mark with 5:16 left to play, and need a big defensive stop from the Big Blue Buccaneers, who today are dressed in black. The Pirates defense looking to hold the top-ranked team in the state and get the ball back over to their offense, who just put one into the end zone. And here's the carry, and if I'm not mistaken, that's the first one of the game for Matthew White. So a fresh running back, and out here when the MJC defense is a little fatigued right in the fourth quarter, you bring in Matthew White, the sophomore running back, some fresh legs, and you got those long white socks too. I like it. It's a good look there, Matthew.
I mentioned how the San Mateo offense, this is the part of the game where it hurts them. They're trying to run down that clock, but you see that run play only gave them 2 yards. You need more than that. So the pass play might come back out. Has it been efficient? Absolutely. But we have also seen an interception and incomplete passes from them.
Clock continuing to run. We're at 4.5 minutes. And Grigsby again turns and hands it to White. And again, he picks up 2 yards. And MJC is going to take their first timeout. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. And MJC, or no, they did not take a timeout. I thought they were calling for a timeout. There were some whistles. Not exactly sure what that was, but the clock will continue to run as we approach the 4-minute mark. Big 3rd down coming up for the Pirate defense, trying to get off the field, get the ball back over to their offense as time is becoming a factor. Grigsby, this time with Sanchez behind him. They fake the give. They pick up the block, and the pass is complete to Patterson, who's ahead of the sticks, able to break the initial leg tackle, and barrels over Faison Allen. He's got the first down for San Mateo.
And that could possibly do it for this game. Modesto, their secondary was a little too far behind the first down markers to make that stop where it needed to be made. So now San Mateo moves those chains, and a lot of pressure just off their backs.
And with each second that the clock ticks, a little more of that pressure comes off the back of the Bulldogs. And here in their road whites, the top-ranked team in the state. It's been a while since they lost a ball game. As they give it to Sanchez, he's dragged down from behind. Good play by Max Rascone. And MJC will take their first time out of the half. And 2:50 left to play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 when we come back on NorCal Sports TV. You're watching Pirate Football.
Village in Modesto. Quality, style, selection. It's simply a matter of taste. Wonderful shops, fine dining, and more in a garden setting. A tradition of excellence since 1953. It's McHenry Village in Modesto.
Welcome back to this top 10 matchup between number 8 Modesto Junior College and the top-ranked San Mateo Bulldogs. 55th matchup between these two schools. Overall, MJC is 21-30-3 against San Mateo, who appear to be on their way to the 31st victory in this matchup. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or X at NorCal Sports TV. Also check us out on youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. If you're still calling it Twitter like our producer, Twitter, X, whatever it's called, right? You know where to find us, at NorCal Sports TV. youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. Hit that like, subscribe button. We also want to thank our sponsors, MJC Athletics. Learn more about their programs at athletics.mjc.edu. Pave the planet with American asphalt. And the tradition of excellence since 1953, that is McHenry Village. in the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp. Hit it up at norcalsportstv.com/camp. Here's the second down give to Sanchez. A couple shifty moves back towards the pile. Gets them to the 50-yard line. And MJC will take their second timeout. And we'll stick with you here on NorCal Sports TV. Again, thanking our sponsors for providing you coverage of MJC Pirate football all season long. The Pirates will hit the road next week and take on Butte College, who at last check was down to San Francisco 27-15. There's a little under 4 minutes left in that game.
Just gave the ball back over to San Francisco as well, so they're trying to do the same thing San Mateo's doing to Modesto right now.
Pirates will hit the road to take on that Butte team. So Butte will leave San Francisco and head back home, and the Pirates will send San Mateo to the Bay Area and head out to Oroville next week for a 1 p.m. kickoff. And then the Pirates will return on the 30th here at home against ARC. They take on the Beavers at 1 p.m. right here on NorCal Sports TV. With some of these guys I'm taking a look at here on the roster, you got some Somerville. We mentioned Argonaut in there. We saw Tyler Sells out there in the walking boot. Some guys you're no doubt familiar with. You and your Striking Gold show. You and our producer Jeremy Hurtado talk about a lot of those Motherlode League schools.
Yep, final year of the Motherlode League with the 6 teams they currently have. One final time, the 6 teams will go face-to-face and see if anyone can dethrone the 7-time champs, Sonora Wildcats.
Judging by what I've seen, that's going to be a tough task. Wildcats look pretty complete this season. Sanchez looks complete on that run. He's breaking free, being chased down by Jalen Jackson, but he's not going to catch him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 50-yard touchdown run from the sophomore Nate Sanchez. And a couple nice cuts in the backfield, and then from then out, it was a track meet here at the spot where they traditionally have the Modesto relays. Sanchez looked like he fit right in as he raced his way into the end zone for a 50-yard touchdown run.
Haven't seen any big rushes today until the final 3 minutes, and it pays off the best way possible. San Mateo puts the game in the fridge. Butter's getting cold, turkey's hard, and the jello's jiggling.
36-20 with the extra point on the way. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry after listening to that. Not sure what all was in there, but it sounds delicious. As Ojeda splits that one at the uprights. Tack on the extra point. 37-20, 2:37 left to play here on NorCal Sports TV. Big fourth quarter for CSM. They're up on MJC 21-6 in this fourth quarter. At the end of the third, MJC was down 16-14. And CSM has just turned it on here in the final frame as they have pulled away from the Pirates, showing why they are, again, the top-ranked team in the state. As Ojeda figures to be one of the top kickers in the state, as he kicks that one into the M of the end zone.
And now, Mario, I got to point something out. So during our break, you and our producer, Joseph, was making fun of me.
It wasn't just during the break, Levi.
Games in the fridge, butter's hard, turkey's cold, and the jello's jiggling. And neither of you knew the reference, but the old-time Lakers play-by-play analyst, Chick Hearn, the best to do it. He'd call it at any point. He just knew the game was over. And San Mateo right now, the lights are off, doors closed. games in the fridge.
I got to debate that point there as a Celtics fan. Chick Hearn, yeah, great and everything, but he's no Johnny Most, all right? Havlicek stole the ball. Let's steal my Havlicek. All right, he's the greatest. So I tip my cap to that guy, but Chick Hearn was great as well. As the Pirates coming out here with 2:37 left to play. They got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cologne in motion. This is the Pirate offense trying to find something here on the way out that they could use as momentum. And they hit the road next week against Butte. That pass intended for Cologne fell short. Incomplete. Will bring up 2nd down and 10. I'll have to keep an eye out, see if we see the black uniforms around this season. Sometimes they bust them out on homecoming. Here's Weaver rolling out of the pocket, looking deep down the field, and that one is intercepted. The safety's kind of reading that one. Malini Tia, I beg your pardon, is able to cut in front of Cologne, who looked like for a moment he was open towards the sideline, but Tia just stepped right in front of that one, dove and made an interception. That should all about wrap it up here from MJC.
Modesto trying to do too much in too little time. They played all the way through the second half. The only mistakes that they were making were not getting first downs, and you can't push that against them because they were trying their hardest, but here throwing that interception, just trying a little too hard. But when you look at most of this game all the way through, halfway through that fourth quarter, you can still have a strong stance in saying, hey, Modesto should go up in the rankings. Despite losing to the number 1 team, they should still go up because of what they did in so much of the game.
White with the carry in the backfield. You have Faison Allen in on the tackle. Also have 46, that's Hugo Pedro helping out. Rascone in on that play as well. Bring up 2nd and 10 as we come up on 2 minutes left to play in this ball game. And if you're MJC, you're definitely don't like the result of this, but you went toe-to-toe with the defending champs, one of the top teams in the state. There's some things that you could probably take a look at the film. Maybe they go back and watch it on NorCalSportsTV.com, YouTube.com/NorCalSportsTV, and figure out some things as there's a new quarterback into the game for San Mateo. He takes the low snap, and that's Alex Grotto, a sophomore. Takes the low snap and able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Able to salvage something. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. So Grotto getting some live action snaps against a team that doesn't wear the same helmet as him, although they're the same color. Here's Grotto from the gun, low snap, and handoff in the backfield, and he's not going to be able to escape it. That's number 29, Atelea Tenge. He loses his helmet, so he'll have to give way to Charles White here on 4th down. Looks like San Mateo is going to go ahead and run another play. You got about a 12-second difference between the play clock and the game clock, and instead they're going to run out the punter. No joke. I wonder if Ojeda could hit from there. We saw him hitting a 57-yard field goal during halftime. And there, that would be some pretty heavy distances. San Mateo trying to run some guys in on there, and the Tenge actually lost his helmet, and so he should have to come off for a play. But I think they're going to take the delay of game, so that'll allow him to stay out there on the field. Back up the Bulldogs 5 yards. I think they'll take that extra tick off the clock. There's 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Any final thoughts, Levi, as we approach the end of this one?
Modesto Junior College Pirates played probably the best game that I've seen from them. Coach Stivers, I don't want to say anything bad against it, but there was a few questionable things that first half that definitely led to a loss now, because College of San Mateo came out in that second half saying we're not going to lose this game. So there was just a few play calls where I think that if Modesto just made a different change in their offense and defense, it definitely could have set them up for a better second half. But San Mateo, they're the number one team for a reason. And moving on throughout the season, both of these teams are just going to continue to get better. And you haven't seen the last of Modesto. They're going to make that playoff run. And if they meet again, I'd consider it being a completely different game.
We saw Modesto's record will drop now to 2-1. Last season started off really slow and struggled during the preseason, but it ultimately came out to a 5-5 record that was good enough for them to win the Valley Conference as they stormed through Valley League play. This year, they got 2 wins under their belt, but suffering a defeat. And they're going to bring out Malachi Butler, the 6'8 receiver, former basketball player at Merced College there for a little while. Also played some hoops at Downey High School. But the Pirates only have 10, so they're also going to run out Riker Peters, the Escalon native, former Cougar running back, joins the quarterback. I believe that's Baker Melendez in the backfield. And Melendez gets the carry on first down and loses the ball. And there's a rugby scrum out there around the 16-yard line, and it looks like the San Mateo Bulldogs have come out of the pile with that one, but the clock has struck all zeros. That's the final play of the ball game. The top-ranked Bulldogs come into Modesto and pull out the victory, down 14-7 at halftime. They storm out in front and the second half and ultimately win this one 37-20 over the Pirates. So for our color commentator Levi Flores, producer of the year Joseph Yanez, our wonderful cameraman Avery Townsell and Aramis Yanez, I'm Mario Ramos saying thank you for watching this presentation of Modesto Junior College Pirate Football on NorCal Sports TV.